Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And I hope everybody's having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to address. And guys, what we just recently seen from Circle was a pretty big announcement. So we do see here, Circle and SBI Holdings are joining forces to boost USDC circulation and transform the financial landscape in Japan with USDC and Web3 services. This partnership signifies a major leap in digital asset innovation and a strategic expansion for USDC in Asia. So listen, one thing that is 100% sure here is the fact that the future is changing. Right? Web3 is becoming a reality. This is going to be a massive industry with a ton of upside potential for anybody who is an investor. You need to be, ensuring that you are tapping into the right avenues, obviously, and making sure that you are doing as much research as you possibly can. But listen, these expansions are absolutely massive. We have started to see some very large changes happening around the financial world. Obviously, a lot of these major utility gems, like even XRP, are a part of this massive journey. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. But listen, when we talk about wealth and when we talk about wealth creation, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. I think that this is one of the biggest problems that we do see within this space is that everyone wants instant gratification. Even when we talk about XRP, obviously, yes, for the last 5 years, it hasn't been the best asset to hold. Price action isn't incredible, and we're not extremely wealthy right now. But one thing to mention with XRP is the fact that within the 5 years, if you do look at some of the lows that you were able to buy at, and when we talk about the profits are looking pretty good right now. But remember that we are still in the early stages, we're in the infancy stages of the next bull run. And when we're talking about the macro and we're talking about utility bull runs where a lot of money is going to be made, we're still very early on within that as well. I do want to take you guys over here to what Crypto Eddie did say. The almighty US dollar. Mr. Yoshitaka Kiteo will provide banking services, SBI Shinsei Bank, to Circle in Japan, giving access to Japanese businesses with expected liquidity improvement for USDC. SBI Group has also agreed to collaborate for Web3 projects like programmable wallets, infrastructure, and smart contract management tools. And this is very, very exciting. Now, the big question is everyone wants to know, is XRP Ledger going to play a role within this? And we see, I think, in various ways. For example, MoneyTap app for banks that runs on RippleNet technology. Ripple is also an investor, and probably also with R3 Corda for the Osaka STO exchange, hence the programmable wallets and all the Web3 initiatives, i.e. gaming, NFTs, etc. Now, honestly, what would be crazy about this, because we do know how very bullish SBI is towards Ripple and XRP, imagine if we started to see the USDC on the XRP ledger. This could very well become a very significant partnership for even XRP if that is the case. Also, Jeremy Allaire from, of course, Circle did put out a full statement on this and why this is a very large deal. So let's tap into it. Let's read it and let's address some stuff. So USDC is coming to Japan. Circle and SBI Holdings begin partnership combining USDC distribution, banking, and Web3 tech proliferation for the Japan market. Official announcement here, my take on this below. Why is this such a big deal? Well, in June of this year, the Japanese government laid out a vision for growing the Web3 industry in Japan, and crucially put into effect new stablecoin laws for both domestic and foreign issued stablecoins. Japan is the first major government in the world with this regulatory clarity in effect. Stablecoins that cannot meet the high standards set out by the JFSA will not be allowed to circulate on Japanese markets. These changes have dramatically opened up the opportunities for stablecoins and Web3 in the world's fourth largest economy. The opportunity for Circle and USDC is significant. To seize the opportunity, I am incredibly excited to be working with Chairman of SBI Holdings, Mr. Kiteo-san, who is an extraordinary businessman, innovator, and leader in Asia and the world. SBI Holdings operates one of the largest financial conglomerates in Japan with the largest online retail brokerage, one of the largest digital banks, one of the largest retail FX platforms, a trust bank, and more. Importantly, Kiteo-san is not a Johnny-come-lately to crypto and blockchain tech. He has understood it and invested in it for nearly a decade. SBI Holdings already operates digital asset trading, brokerage, and cross-border payment solutions. I'm interrupting this video just to let you guys know that you can get 40% off right now for the next few days. If you go over to DCENTWallet.com, you could save 40% on cold storage devices. We're talking about the single pack. We're talking about the double pack. You could save upwards of $128 right now. So what are you waiting for? Go get your cold storage device and make sure that you are safe this next bull run. Remember, protect yourself, protect your wealth. Now let's get back to the video. Kateo-san and I have a shared vision for what the new internet financial system will look like and the impact it will have on commerce, trade, and innovation. What does the partnership exactly look like? Our highest priority together is to bring USDC into the Japan market in a regulated capacity following the new JFSA stablecoin laws. As we have done throughout our history, we will work arm in arm with our partners and local regulators. Once launched, USDC can become a stablecoin on Japan digital asset markets and can be widely used in the on-chain economy, growing in Japan as well across many consumer-led Web3 product categories. We can also work with the very large established retail and crypto platforms that the SBI group operates to adopt USDC as a new digital dollar. The dollar plays a crucial role in cross-border payments, FX, and trading in the Japan market. This will extend into the adoption of digital dollars used on blockchain networks. Another part of this is bringing direct banking from Japan to Circle's USDC treasury and settlement operations, which translates to direct and local liquidity between the Japanese yen and the USDC stablecoin via the domestic banking system in Japan, building on the recent launch of the same in Singapore, with many more markets coming online soon. Web3 apps in Japan as well. We have also seen rapid growth in major consumer-facing companies in Japan looking to launch Web3 apps using digital tokens, smart contracts, and self-custody digital wallets. To that end, Circle will also work with SBI to promote the growth and adoption of Circle's full-stack Web3 services suite, which provides an end-to-end development, deployment, and operations platform for building and operating Web3 apps across chains. Think games, culture, and consumer entertainment. A general comment on regulatory clarity: what you're seeing here are the fruits of major governments who have established regulatory clarity for stablecoins, good actors working together across the traditional and the new internet financial system to advance innovation with strong safeguards and supervision. As this plays out around the world, expect to see many more major partnerships with established Web2 companies and financial institutions who will make the leap into building and operating in the internet financial system. So this is very exciting news. This is very bullish news as well. Remember, the USDC stablecoin has been looked at for the longest time as the digital dollar, the possible, because again, I always say possible, US CBDC. Which, if that is the case, that's definitely going to be very interesting as we do start to see things unfold. But ultimately speaking, I still think that we get a CBDC within the US. I could very well be wrong, though. But we also do see from Johnny Deaton really kind of looking into a few things, and he's tagging Crypto Eddie. This reminds me of how USDC and XRP were promoted together by Coinbase. SBI is a proponent of XRP as well, correct? And here you guys have the original Coinbase ad for XRP, fast and free for all Coinbase users. You could utilize XRP or USDC to send money to any user with the Coinbase account around the world. And we do see down here, USDC directly issued on the XRP ledger by Circle would be significant for the ecosystem, especially when considering secure and stable future AMM pools. And again, this is another big thing to think about because, again, I just recently mentioned, imagine USDC issued on the XRP ledger. That would be an absolute massive game changer, and it would create a significant demand for the actual XRP ledger. But also, when you actually think about the AMM, the automated market maker, I mean, imagine how much liquidity pools and how much demand and volume that would generate if you did have USDC on the XRP ledger. I mean, things could get very interesting here very fast. And we do see one thing is for sure, per the news release, distribution of USDC in Japan will be handled by SBI VC Trade crypto exchange, which aims to register as an electronic payment trading business. So it will be included in a payment stack, which means XRP will be included in this. And remember, yeah, SBI does own 10% XRP. And we also know, remember, going back in time, just recently, we know that SBI subsidiary expands XRP remittance use in Southeast Asia. This was a big one through SBI Remit. This happened just in September, actually, and they were leveraging XRP as a bridge currency, hoping for quicker, more cost-effective money transfers across Southeast Asia. And also remember, going all the way back in time to 2019, Remember that Mr. Kateo actually did say every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. Now, again, is the timeline off a little bit? It could very well be so. We don't know, but we do know that SBI has voiced in the past how bullish they are on XRP, on what Ripple is doing. And they were actually very, very focused on XRapid, which has obviously rebranded multiple times, which does utilize XRP. And they were even mentioning how this technology has become very dominant in terms of international money transfer, and how there is a ton of real demand for it, and how real demand will only continue to grow from there on out. And they even did talk about the VC trade platform that they were talking about with SBI. So definitely interesting, definitely interesting. And also outside of this, we also know just recently this year that Ripple debuted its platform to mint CBDCs and even stablecoins, which we have talked about quite a bit on this channel. It is a pretty significant one, and it does leverage the same power of the XRP ledger, except it is private XRP ledger technology. No, there's only one XRP. There's not going to be a private XRP on that ledger at all or anything like that. That's complete nonsense. But we already know that there has been a lot of significant adoption for this, platform. We already know that Palau has been running their stablecoin on the XRP ledger for a while. They've been seeing incredible growth from that as well. They have talked about it quite a bit. We have addressed it multiple times. And then also outside of this, we also know that Navati's Australian dollar backed stablecoin goes live on the XRP ledger. This also happened back in June of this year as well. And then beyond both of these, we also know that Colombia has been working on creating a bill to roll out and regulate a CBDC. And we also know, shout out to Anderson, that Ripple partnered with Colombian Central Bank back in June for blockchain trials within, of course, a CBDC environment. So as we really kind of look at where Ripple stands right now, and what could happen here, things could get very, very interesting very fast. I also do want to go back to that statement, because if we do see the USDC stablecoin issued on the XRP ledger by Circle, that would be an absolute game changer. And it definitely does make sense. Listen, this is an older ad by Coinbase. This was before, of course, they delisted XRP and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, one thing that I do want to make sure that you all are aware of is that we have seen on-demand liquidity corridors expanding rapidly, especially this year. And we know how, vocal SBI has been in the past for XRP and even XDC. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if we possibly seen USDC being tapped in within the XRP ledger, having XRP be that settlement currency there as well. This would make a lot of sense. Again, we don't know if this is going to happen, but we could speculate all day long. But I do think that this is an absolute massive announcement. I think that this is a huge deal, especially if we're talking about and thinking about the future of Web3. Remember the prediction by M13, the company. They were talking about how Web3, if it does follow the same trajectory of Web1 and Web2, that Web3 could very well be worth $140 trillion at its height, which I actually think that Web3 could very well be worth a lot more than that. We're talking about tokenization ventures and things like that. I mean, tokenizing some of these asset classes could very well just bring hundreds of trillions of dollars to the Web3 economy itself. But it seems as though we are starting to see, major moves being taken in order for Web3 to be massively adopted, especially within a lot of these areas, like, for an example, Japan. And again, this is like right up Ripple's alley in terms of what Ripple has been doing and what they've been really kind of working on with a lot of these major players, like even SBI, for an example. But again, no discussion here at all regarding Ripple and XRP. We could speculate all day long. Again, a lot of people have been speculating regarding this. I would like to see the USDC stablecoin being issued out on the XRP ledger. I think that would be an absolute game changer. I think that would be huge, and it would make sense, especially with everything that we have seen this year so far. But one thing is certain here. We are starting to see some very, very big moves being made here. Very exciting for the future of Web3, very exciting for this entire ecosystem, very exciting for even XRP as well, because again, we know that SBI with this venture is right up the alley of the actual exchange with SBI VC, which does get exposure to XRP. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if there's more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.